Okay, this is another culture tag part 2 with Chibi and I. I'll do mine again, but the first question is, what's your culture?
Well, let's see. Since both of my parents are Japanese, I assume that I grew up in a somewhat Japanese culture environment.
I thought you were Chinese or something in junior high school.
Yeah, everybody thinks that either I'm Korean or Chinese. Sometimes they will guess Japanese, but yeah, I have one of those faces where I could really be from any culture. Thanks for your imaginary microphone that looks more like a fist.
So, I'm Cambodian, and at least I think I am. I have issues, but
Because
I
she
might be
really
have
looks Hawaiian.
I was born in Thailand. My parents are both Cambodian, so I guess I'm Cambodian. I think. But it's like, people think I'm number one Filipino, Native American, Indian from India, Guam, Hawaii, and no one says I'm
What about
Cambodian.
Samoan?
Oh, and Samoan lot too. And a couple weeks ago, this picture was like Vietnamese, Korean, like okay. And when I was growing up as a kid, at family get-togethers or with other Cambodian families, my family friends, whatever, it's like, who's that Mexican girl? I love Mexican people, but I'm not Mexican.
I have this theory about her.
But what is it?
And it is that Asian people think she's Hawaiian, but non-Asian people know she's Asian. They just don't know what she is.
Kenneth says I look Asian, and there's been
He's non-Asian.
What I feel for a long time. I look at myself like, I don't see Asian in me, but when I was little, I really look Asian, but now it's like,
it could be the hair.
Yeah, I like my blonde. I don't like black hair. But yeah, seriously.
Okay, next question.
What item represents your culture that every Japanese house always have? Even the common ones.
Why don't you go first while I think about that?
Oh God. Since I already said the Buddhist stuff earlier, I'm gonna say Katale. I know a lot of Asians have it, but I don't think Chinese or like maybe Koreans and Japanese have, but it's usually Thai, Laos, the Southeast Asian part. Katale is like a mat, and there's different designs and stuff. It's like it feels plasticky, straw-like. Yeah, bamboo-ish. But we have it in the living room. It doesn't even have to match, but it's just there in the living room, and we eat food there, or we use it as a mat to sleep on when we have family over. But yeah, katale. All different designs.
Yeah, I think most Japanese houses that I've been to always have some type of glass case with like a Japanese doll inside. Usually they're doing something.
Sushi water too? That's typical.
Okay, I meant like a glass case with a figurine inside, not food related. Either that, or we always have like special rice bowls called chawan in our cabinet.
Wow, she's speaking.
And chopsticks for sure.
Yeah. And when was the last time you were in your country?
The one and only time I've ever been to my country, since I was never from there originally, was in 2004.
Oh, yeah. I knew forever. You know, I didn't know, but I was like, okay. Last time I was in Cambodia was in 2001. It was like my graduation gift from my mom. I was there for a month, and it was awesome, but I got sick the first week, so I wasted a lot of time in bed.
Oh, talking about being sick, when I went, my first day there, I got 15 mosquito bites all over my arm.
I got more than that.
Well, in one day, I think it's quite a bit. Plus, I think I embarrassed both of my grandmas, because whenever we went to visit the cemeteries, there would always be a lot of bugs, and there was this one occasion when there were these huge moth-like insects, and they were connected together, and they just flew past me, and I screamed.
She's got those spiders.
And so, yeah, I think they were a little bit embarrassed that their granddaughter couldn't handle something as mundane as just going to the cemetery to pay my respects. Thanks a lot for listening.
What's your favorite Japanese dish? No, you can't say sushi because that's typical.
No, actually, I don't really like sushi that much. My favorite, or something that I eat almost all the time, is chezuke, which is just
Can I have some?
like rice, and then you put this little packet of seasoning on top, and you add hot water. But it tastes so good.
Was that a pastry?
It's not a pastry.
Rice?
It's rice. It's
Rice.
just cold rice, warm rice, whatever. You put some seasoning on it, and you add water. So it's kind of like a soup, like a rice soup.
Oh my god, that is called but it's like when you're like poor and you want to be kind of guiltified but Cambodian style. It's like just like to eat like it's already cooked rice and I put water in it and eat with dried fish.
It's almost like
you
gruel.
Do?
It's almost like gruel.
I never knew. That's so amazing. Something new I know in freaking years.
Yeah, but it's one of my like go-to dishes aside from
really.
miso
That's so
soup.
Interesting. Yeah. What's your favorite food?
It's one of my favorites. Whenever I'm hungry in the morning and I don't know what to eat, that's usually what I go to.
Wow, I do that when I feel
it's a comfort
sad.
food.
Yeah, it is. Like simple porridge or whatever.
Yeah.
My favorite food, I have too many. I don't know, but I miss it because I don't live with parents and semi-Americanized and I don't know. But I like gosh, anything that's cha. Cha is like stir fried beef with vegetables. Or like cha with grung. Grung's like it's mixed with lemongrass and a whole bunch of herbs and stuff, and it's green. Sounds gross, but it makes the food really good, and you see that in a lot of Vietnamese and Thai and Laos Cambodian cooking. And then there's something called yao han, and it's like you cook in a steam pot with like this liquid soup, base soup, whatever, and you put vegetables in it, raw meats and whatever, and you cook it and just eat it at the same time. How well you want it to be done.
It's funny because when she said cha, in my language that means tea. So.
Oh, in our language, tea is duck thai. Yeah.
And then when she said herbs, I had to laugh.
Herbs. Good herbs.
Herbs. I just.
I never knew. I came here when I was 1 and I'm 26. I came to America when I was 1.
When it's a name, it's herb. But when you're talking about the food,
herbs?
you eat herbs. Herbs.
I've been saying herbs all my life.
It's okay. This is an educational experience.
Oh my god. So like say something in your language. Not sayonara, not konnichiwa, okay? Because
hajimemashite, dozo yoroshiku.
Hi.
Which means nice meeting you and please take good care of me.
Wow, you know how to speak, but you never speak it.
I
Were you
don't
80% good?
I'm more like 5% bad.
Wow. See, I'm scared because I'm starting to stutter because I have no one to speak Cambodian to except my mom, but I speak both with her. But I'm not around Cambodians enough, and I don't plan on being. But I'll say something. Sustain nhom chmua Rinda. Hey yum no Srok Kali. Hey Nipuma yum Emily. What did I just say? I say hi, how are you? My name is Rinda. I live in California and this is my friend Emily. Yeah. And then I think another question was, what would you date your own race?
Yeah, I don't have anything against Asian men, unlike my friend over here. I don't really understand what's so bad about it. I find it perfectly comfortable. I haven't done a lot of dating, but yeah, I'm pretty much.
See, it's funny. I don't like Asian men. I don't know why, but my exes were Asian. My first ex was Mexican, but I'm attracted to white men, white guys. I don't know what it is. It's just so. Oh my god.
Well, what I find very interesting is that a number of my Asian friends that are girls say that they don't date Asian men.
It's like dating your brother, dating your dad. I
dating
just
your
can't
brother,
do
dating
it.
your dad. And I, for one, just don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm dating anybody I'm related to when I'm in a